Hey everyone, welcome to my collection. This is Infinite Realms where we go over everything, and today I'm going to go over an Amazon exclusive Star Wars 3-pack. Obi-Wan, Purge Trooper, and Tika. So let's take a look. Each one is individually packaged. I'm a little, I get it, but I'm a little odded out by it because it's sort of like you're double packaging the toy, and it's weird, but at the same time, I guess they were trying to appeal to collectors who want single carded characters. I don't know. I don't understand. Maybe there was enough complaints to warrant it. I'm not sure. But each of the card backs looks interesting enough. I mean, they look like the vintage style, of course. And then there are the figures themselves. Let's start off with Purge Trooper. I'm not as enamored by this one. I guess I'm sort of troopered out by Star Wars at this point. I mean, I've got so many stormtroopers, so many clone troopers, so many army builders that I'm just kind of like, well, what else? I mean, and this one, I mean, you can't even army build it because it comes in the 3-pack. So it's like, why is he even here? Why include him? I I don't understand. I really don't. That's not to say he's a terrible figure, but I probably wouldn't have picked him up if he wasn't in this pack, just for the reasons I stated earlier. He's perfectly fine. He stands fairly well. I mean, he's not terrible. It's standard articulation. I do like the red accents. At least that gives him some kind of color. Uh, Normally with stormtroopers and some many clone troopers are just killing in white uniforms, and of course, clone troopers they try to color up everything, and then that got kind of boring after a while. So this, but of course, these have a slightly different purpose. So I guess their existence is warranted. I'll say it, express it that way. I don't hate it though. I mean, if you got to include it in the pack, at least it's decent. Uh, Tika, moving on to the next figure, Tika, the little Jawa that was trying to sell stuff to Obi-Wan, and eventually sold him the model of the T-16 that Luke was playing with in um, uh, in the first Star Wars. So, I mean, he's an interesting figure, but there's nothing to make him distinct from any other Jawa, really. I mean, he kind of looks a little different, but he's not vastly different. Is that a bad thing? I don't think so. I don't think I would be happy with a distinctive Jawa. Um, I know that when in the Mandalorian they had red eyes, I went, wait, what's up with that? Why they got red eyes? And there was really never an explanation for it, and it really kind of bugged me. So but if you stand him side by side with a bunch of Jawas, yeah, you might be able to pick him out of the crowd, but it's not so awful that it's really bad. And he's got a lot of stuff going on. I mean, he's got a lot of equipment that he comes with. So hey, that rocks. Okay, so you might be asking yourself, why did I buy this set? I'll be honest with you. It was the Obi-Wan. I like this outfit. It looks different while being still Obi-Wan, and I really dug it. I wanted it in vintage style. I know they did it up in Black Series, but I wanted it in the vintage style because I wanted it to mix in with all my old figures. So that's why I bought the set at all. To me, this was the draw of the set, and I like it. I really like it. I like that he comes with his gun, of course. I mean, people were like, "Well, why is he using a gun?" Because he's uncivilized at this point. Get over it. No, I mean, the Obi-Wan series had its problems. Yes, that's true, and that was one of them, that Obi-Wan was using a gun. But at least they're just going off the source material. It's not like they're trashing everything that's ever been done before. I mean, they're just doing what the source material dictates. And of course, he has his lightsaber, which is also cool. And he has a cape that, well, it's soft goods. Oh my! And I like the cape though, or cloak, as it were. And of course, he has those handball looking gloves, which actually really work for me. I like those as well. It's a good look for Obi-Wan. I really like it. And again, this is why I bought this set, because this Obi-Wan to me just looked really nice. It was a nice alternate version of a younger Obi-Wan. And I'm never going to let bad media get in the way of a good figure. And to me, this is a good figure. Again, articulation is pretty standard for a vintage collection slash legacy character. Nothing really major to report here other than he's got everything where it should count. I like the look a great deal. I'm, of course, going to say I love it. I actually do enjoy having all three of these in my collection, even though I think I would only be shooting at one if it wasn't for a 3-pack. These all three are very nice and very well done, and I appreciate them. So there we are. But here was a look at the Amazon exclusive Obi-Wan Kenobi 3-pack from, of course, Hasbro. Thank you for watching Infinite Realms. Don't forget to like and subscribe.